The Guardian, Nigerian Tribune, and a host of others. We'll start off with the Punch newspaper this morning. Quite a number of headlines on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And we have this one: federal government's 9 trillion naira domestic loan surge drains lifeline from businesses. Plane crash kills Colombian lawmaker, 14 orders. 2027 Oshomale Tambowa on Senate's high-stakes Electoral Act review panel. Nigeria wouldn't miss 2026 World Cup under me, that's according to PINIC. NAFDAC resumes enforcement of SACHE alcohol ban, dismisses shutdown claims. Burna Boy, my #1 collaboration choice, Aristar. And NIMET predicts dust haze in north, thunderstorms across south Friday. Makoko demolition, displaced residents still homeless after relocation. And still here on the front page of the Punch, we have 2 activists face trial over Lagos anti-demolition protests. Lagos couple stages self-kidnap, arrested with 10 million naira ransom. All of those are some of the headlines you find out here on the front page of the Punch newspaper. We quickly also touch on the nation and get some headlines too out of the nation. Senate takes steps to fast-track Electoral Act 2022 amendment. Castina State CJ, no bandits released in exchange for peace. Turkey trip will boost insurgency battle. Senate probes deplorable snail speed train services. And we also have this one: witness how Emefiele withdrew $6.23 million from CBN with forged document. Zulum Oke's direct payment of local government allocations. Kano government to resolve emir tussle between Bayeros and UC II. First Lady establishes 50 million naira endowment fund at Tasfield. All of that is some of the headlines you find out here on The Nation this morning. We also talked in The Guardian very quickly before going on our first break on the Break It Down Papers review. And here on the Nigerian Guardian, there are a number of headlines as well as we pick on it very quickly, and this one is a little bit okay. We have the Senate sets up committee for Electoral Act amendment, and cargo agents kick as FAN increases tariff by 257%. NNPP crisis deepens as INEC announces Kano by-election timetable. Rail experts seeks inclusive digital-driven customer service. Lessons on standard construction from GNI House and Inferno. All right, we'll take 2 more before going on our break this morning. Zulum Oke's direct payment of monthly allocations to Borno local government. And we have this on federal government reform aiding global confidence in Nigeria, says Shatima. All right, we'll go on that break very quickly. And when we do come back, we'll be having more on the Break It On Papers review. Please do stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀gá ọkọ mi Chief Odogwu Akiwa mo dẹ̀ ṣe ó fi ń sáárá pẹ̀lú kóró ìsebẹ̀ Mr Chef aládùn ẹran màálù gbogbo níṣe àtàládùn edé pẹ̀lú ìka méjì mi tí mo fi ràn Odogwu tí kì í jẹun níta tún di lọ sílé. Mr Chef ìwọ ló ṣe eléyìí o.
Ṣé ìgbádùn ìtọ́wọ́ àṣà pẹ̀lú kóró ìsebẹ̀ Mr Chef tó ṣe fi ìka méjì rún. Ó wà ní kóró ìsebẹ̀ adùn adìẹ, ẹran màálù àti gbogbo níṣe. Mr Chef adùn oúnjẹ ilé, adùn ìtọ́wọ́ àṣà. Chef of life.
Brotherly, I don't finally save 70,000 for this economy. 30 December, don't set.
It could do, but if to show you saver with the smart saver, another 10,500 naira for the climber.
Now 15% interest per annum be that too.
Una dey use smart cash buy data, airtime and pay bills. Now we don add the smart saver. You go get 15% interest on any amount you save, and the interest go dey drop for your account every day. You fit comot your money anytime. The best part be say you fit start with any amount. Dial star 939 hash or download the smart cash app. Make yourself begin dey enjoy. Smart cash na by Airtel. Times and conditions dey sha o. Money matter na sense.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! All across Nigeria, one truth prevails. Football is not just played on the pitch.
Arguments fly, tensions shift like defenders on the pitch. And when the ball finally enters the net, that is the 12-player full attack mode. 11 players play on the pitch, but we, the fans, play from anywhere. With Betano, fans don't just watch the match, we influence the game. Register now and join the 12th player. Betano, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Wake up, it's choco time. Dano Choco is here with a taste you love. Just open, pour, and enjoy the chocolatey ride. Dano Choco 3 in 1. Ooh, taste it, love it. Dano Choco 3 in 1. Ooh, I love it.
Introducing the new Dano Choco 3-in-1. It's tasty, creamy, and satisfying. Taste it, love it.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Crema.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Crema.
It's not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Tí o bá jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbowó ìfẹ̀yìntì láti ọwọ́ African Alliance Annuity, ìròyìn yìí wà fún ẹ. Leadway Assurance ti gba àkóso African Alliance Annuity. Wọ́n sì ń ṣàyẹ̀wò gbogbo àwọn tí ó ń gba owó ìfẹ̀yìntì lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ṣe àyẹ̀wò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ rẹ láti máa gba owó ìfẹ̀yìntì ẹ lọ láìsí ìdíwọ́ kankan. Láti ṣe àyẹ̀wò yìí, pè 0708-062-7050 tàbí kí o ṣe àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ sí annuity@leadway.com. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, pè 0708-062-7050 tàbí kí o ṣe àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ sí annuity@leadway.com. Rí i dájú pé o ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ rẹ kí o tó di 31st January 2026. Leadway Assurance àti 1970 láti ń dáàbò bo ìdùnnú.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star Double Cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie Double Cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
1xBet stands with the fans. AFCON returns with passion, pride, and unforgettable moments. Football is more than a game. It's who we are. Play on 1xBet or in the app. Use promo code NGAF1 to get your bonus. The game won't start without the official partner, 1xBet. 18 plus. Play responsibly.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still on to Break It Down Papers Review here on your Laughter Diet 32 FM 94.9. My name is GBOLABO Famous School, and of course, we have Austin Oduma already standing by for us to do the analysis proper. Austin, it's great to have you back.
GBOLABO, good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right, Austin. Quickly, let's start off with this oil prices soaring, and we have this one on the cable. It says oil prices rises to $68 per barrel, highest in 4 months, and it's quite reflective on our own oil price back at home as well. Talking about the Dangote refinery and NNPCL. But Austin, are we scaling up looking at the international market in terms of how we also sell PMS in Nigeria itself? Now, let's look at the modular refineries beyond what we have as the ones that are ineffective, that the government has so far spent a lot of monies on the moribund refineries and still not working. But we still have private individuals operating refineries locally, and some of them may not be licensed. What do we advise? Do we see that the government in a way should recognize some of these modular refineries to add up to what we have already in the country? Because if you look at even the moribund refineries, they already outcry that the government should sell them since it's not working. And we talk about privatization over and over again. Nothing has really come out of it. But then, Austin, what do you have to say? But all of this free price going up and down, and the slope is really very disturbing.
Yeah, if you look at it, this current crude price at the international market is a good one for us as a country because it has fallen. This is like this $68 per barrel is like first in about 4 to 5 months. You know, immediately the government proposed the 2026 budget. Crude price started falling based on global disruption. Don't also forget the incident that happened in Venezuela. A lot of market watcher believes that that could trigger increase in crude price. As it is in Nigeria today, because of the local refining capacity that has been boosted by the entrance of the Dangote refinery into the downstream petroleum sector, I think we have been able to develop a kind of shocks. You could recall that in the time past, in Nigeria, once there is a spike in crude price at the global market, it almost immediately reflects at the pump. But today, because we are not majorly or solely depending on importation of refined product or the finished product, that is being sorted one way or the other. So if you look at it vis-a-vis revenue for the government, this is a good one for us. We suffice to say that we can actually eventually be able to meet our benchmark for crude price. Then you talked about modular refinery. I think modular refineries are licensed in Nigeria. Maybe you meant to say illegal refinery, or those who are engaged in illegal refining business, especially that is prevalent in areas within the Niger Delta. But modular refinery, no one can operate modular refinery in Nigeria except you get a license. We were told before now that the Bua modular refinery or refinery, that is not even modular, because I think the capacity is close to 200,000 barrels per day. 200,000 barrels per day is a big refinery in its own right. We were told that the completion date will be December 2025. That could not be achieved, and I'm sure maybe by the end of first quarter 2026 we'll be able to get that on stream. By the time all these smaller refineries come on stream, I think that will also enhance our local refining capacity, because the essence of food deregulation provided for in the PIA and also entrenched in that same act of parliament, it suggests largely that once you remove subsidy, for example, you fully deregulate the sector, it will attract investment into the sector. A lot of players will come in. Of course, Dangote is already in there. Some people are already investing. I think a few days ago, Shell gave a commitment of a whopping $20 billion, I think within a period of 3 to 5 years. That is also a very good one for us. The ideal for all of this that we are talking about is that at the end of the day, finished product, which is the PMS, will be relatively more affordable for an average Nigeria. I think we are getting there. Don't also forget there are bottlenecks within the sector. There are a lot of bureaucracy. There are a lot of what do you call capitalist mentality, especially on the part of the marketer. Some people do not want price to come down. Of course, you can't run some people out of business, but at the end of the day, the interests of the common man must prevail. So like I said earlier, the increase in crude price at the global market is a major boost for Nigeria in terms of our capacity to make more money.
All right, Austin, let's quickly touch on the electricity sector. And here we have this headline saying meter costs spark discourse and federal government shoulder on tariffs. And the story is saying the Bureau of Public Enterprises, an agency of the federal government, has said that electricity consumers will pay for the ongoing free meter installation through their tariffs. Now, Nigerians already complain in Austin that they are multi-taxed. And now, if we look at electricity, these are basic things that a country should provide for its citizenry. Now, we have to pay for it to get it, even despite the fact that some people are already paying in terms of bills for generating their own electricity itself. But then having to pay for installation of some of this meter, is it not a right being taken away from us here?
Yeah, we have been on this track before. Even in the last administration, there was this free meter initiative that was rolled out under Babatunde Raji Fashola. I think the problem is not the government as far as this particular issue is concerned. It is the civil service structure within the sector. Some of these meters were actually purchased by the government to be distributed to Nigerians free of charge. But those that work within the sector, they have a way of making life difficult for the people. That's the truth of the matter, because some of these meters were free. There was a time I ran into this particular issue. A meter was installed for me, only for me not to be able to load. At the time, they said it was not even in my name. Somebody even threatened that it's a criminal offense that the meter is not in my name, as if I am a NEPA official. I also threatened the people that were in charge, who installed it for me, who sold it for me. It's not as if I saw it on the road as I was going, or I got it free, or I got it somewhere. So a lot of issues within that sector. But this ongoing phase of free meter installation, I can tell you for free. I know of somebody who is very close to me who have actually gotten our own for free. I know of another person who is close to me too, who is about to get our own for free. But there is a clause that after getting our own for free, she will have to recharge with 50,000. I don't know what that is for. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't think that's the idea of the government. This is our people versus our people. We take advantage of every situation at the detriment of our people. These two scenarios I can confirm to you authoritatively. In the city of Ibadan, I have two relatives. One has gotten our own, another one is about to get our own, and they gave her clause at the NEPA office that before it's free, it's actually free, but you are going to load like 50,000 on it. I don't know, and I'm sure that that is not part of our government regulation, because at times when provisions are made so that life will become a little easier for the people, our people still look for a way to corner it, and at the end of the day, the purpose will be defeated. So this is not the first time we are hearing about free meter. In the government books, in the government record, meters were not actually to be paid for, because it is not your property. How can you pay for something that does not belong to you? Your own is just like service charges. There was a time too that they were supposed to give people meter free of charge. The top guys within the IBDC or the NEPA, let's call it NEPA now, the PACN, they sat on it and they were selling it. You know some of them, you and I know some of them, they are big boys. If you see the way they live, you begin to wonder, are these elected representatives or who are they? They live a larger than life lifestyle that are the detriment of the common man. So it is true that the meter is supposed to be free. Some people are getting it free. I just told you of two scenarios. So this is not the case of maybe government. It is the case of some people who believe that this thing cannot be free. They want to sell it at all costs through the back door. And what I think the government can do is to open a communication channel where such incidences can be reported and investigated. Of course, electricity is not free across the world. There are subsidies here and there based on country. What Nigerians decry is paying for darkness. A lot of Nigerians, I don't think our problem have ever been how to pay for electricity. I don't think our problem has ever been. In my area, for example, they can boast of, in Ibadan, they can boast of 22 to 24 hours power supply. I can tell you that for free. And if you want to investigate, I can just send the address to you and you go and investigate. So this is the thing. It is not as if we wanted it free. Let it be relatively available and also relatively affordable. Nigerians don't want to pay for it.
Does it take care of the cesspool of corruption with the estimated billing? Because that has been a major issue for a very long time. Now, having all of these meters installed, in a way, will it take care of all of that in terms of estimated billing corruption here?
The idea is to eliminate estimated billing. Let me cast your mind back. When Femi Gbagbabiamila, the current chief of staff to the president, was at the House of Representatives, he sponsored a bill attempting to criminalize estimated billing. You understand?
Right.
The idea is that when we give meter to people, estimated billing will totally be eliminated. But these guys who work with PACN, their investment and their enterprise is in estimated billing. So this, because it is like off-record transaction, so they find player in estimated billing. That is why it is very difficult. It's most unlikely going to end very soon, because they know that if you have prepaid meter, a lot of things will be taken care of. You can recharge on your phone, you can simply recharge your line, and so on and so forth. Then another clause is that estimated billing is also good for some people. Some people don't want some consumers don't want estimated billing to end, because through estimated billing, there could be energy theft. Go to some houses, they bypass the meter, they do a lot of connection. If you are on prepaid, for example, there is a limit to which you can use hot plates and some other gadgets. You have to turn on some appliances in your home. But when you use estimated billing, just move around Ibadan early in the morning, maybe as you are going to work, you will see some business area, their lights are on, their freezers, everything in the store, they are on. That is why if there's any spark, there is always fire outbreak in such area. Because if you run estimated billing, you will be able to control some of the appliances that you use. So it is neither here nor there. But what I think the government can do is to first of all ensure that this free metering get to people. Once it gets to people, then you can enforce and work towards eliminating estimated billing. Even some NEPA officials, they will advise you that, Oga, please don't take Emagba meter, I'm bypass here, so that you can connect some things, you can be able to use something. That is the current reality. That's just the truth. They have a way of bypassing this process. There's huge energy theft in our system. And in advanced countries, it's not like that.
All right, Austin, I'll have you hold your thought a little bit. We have to pay these bills a bit. We'll be back shortly afterwards. Please do stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggi Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggi Star Double Cubes, made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggi brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggi Double Cubes today. Me and Maggi, so good together.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ga o, gbogbo ìgbà tí mo bá fi owó ránṣẹ́ tàbí gbowó wọlé fíá, wọ́n kàn máa fa oríṣiríṣi owó yọ lọ́wọ́ mi ni. Owó àláàtì, owó ìfowóránṣẹ́ àti owó lórí pé mo san bíìlì pẹ̀lú. Mo kàn láàánú ènìyàn rárá o.
ṣé o ti gbọ́ pé pẹ̀lú smart cash o lè fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí ilé ìfowópamọ́ mìíràn san gbogbo bíìlì rẹ kó dẹ̀ tún gbà láti gbogbo rẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ kódà wọ́n tún máa san ìdá 15 owó èlérí fún ẹ lórí owó tí o bá fi pamọ́ lọ́dún.
ṣé lóòótọ́ àwẹ̀ fọ́nà mi báwo ni mo ṣe máa darapọ̀ mọ́ smart cash.
ó yá ká lọ kàn tẹ *939# tàbí kí o dáńlóòdù áàpù smart cash lónìí kí o lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbádùn gbogbo ìdúnàdúrà rẹ láì ní owó àfikún kankan. smart cash money matter na sense. smart cash wà látọwọ́ INT'L.
Start your day and have a good time. 𝐃𝐈𝐒. And where you need to have the break time. 𝐃𝐈𝐒. It's not tea, papa gari time. 𝐃𝐈𝐒.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
أهلا وسهلا فمرحبا يا شهر الكريم. oṣù bùkún oṣù àforíjìn oṣù rọmọdọ́nà máa wulẹ̀ máa rọra oṣù tí Ọlọ́run Ọba Allah sọ wípé gbogbo ẹni bá ṣe dáadáa kan níbẹ̀ òun yóò san ní ẹ̀san lọ́pọ̀ nínú iṣẹ́ ládàá tí ẹ̀dá tún lè ṣe tí ládàá ẹ̀dá ó tún fi tẹ̀sùn lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run Ọba Allah ó ní kí ẹ̀dá ó máa ná nínú tí Ọlọ́run fún lóore sójú ọ̀nà tọlọ́run kí ládàá tèmi tìrẹ lè tún tẹ̀sùn lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run Ọba Allah pàtàkì jùlọ nínú oṣù rọmọdọ́n ìdí nìyí tí ìkànnì 32 FM 94.9 tá a kalẹ̀ ká sájà kan kókó ọ̀zùgbẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn fi ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ètò ọlọ́kun òjọ̀kan tí a lè ṣe onígbọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ nínú oṣù rọmọdọ́n náà yìí láti jẹ́ kí ládàá tiwa náà tún kún kẹ́kẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run Ọba àwọn ètò tí a lè ṣe onígbọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ bíi wáàsí ọlọ́gbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú oníṣẹ́jú 15 oníṣẹ́jú 10 àti oníṣẹ́jú 5 bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ìrun pípè lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan àti àwọn ètò kíni àti ètò ìpolówó ọjà lówó tí ò gajara lọ fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ̀lọ́ Ali ní 081 43 38 0224 Yusuf 080 53 56 11 31 Ramadan ọdún yìí kò ní jẹ́ àṣemọ fún wa o Allahumma àmín.
àwọn tí fi dòde oṣù Ramadan mọ́rí abá.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
jẹ́ nínú ẹ̀bùn owó tó lé ní 80 million naira àtàwọn ẹ̀bùn míì tó jojú ní gbèsè nínú ìdíje Golden Hunt promo yìí.
kò yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ìkéde yìí mọ́ rárá pàápàá tó tún ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn owó tó jẹ́ 80 million naira àti ẹ̀bùn mìíràn tí wọ́n tún mẹ́nu bà.
kí ló dé tó fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
nítorí pé ìyá mi nìkan ti tó láti wádìí ẹ̀ tó tún lọ́rọ̀ owó tó jẹ́ 80 million naira nínú.
ẹ jẹ́ kí ìṣàwárí náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà ti ra yálà òdiwọ̀n 30 gram àti 45 gram golden mon golden hunt tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ yẹnu rẹ̀ wò fún nọ́mbà àrà ọ̀tọ̀ kan kí ẹ sì tẹ *8011*1# kẹ́lẹ̀ ní àǹfààní àti jẹ̀bù ńlá promo parí ní April 15 2026 golden mon jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọjọ́ ó dàbí wúrà.
kí ni ẹ lè ṣe pẹ̀lú igba náírà? ẹ lè jẹ gbádùn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ adùn tí kò láfiwé pẹ̀lú páàkì kóró ìsebẹ̀ Mr Chef's Small tuntun fún igba náírà péré. ó wà ní adùn ẹran màálù adìẹ oríṣi èròjà gbogbo níṣe àti edé owó kékeré ìgbádùn ọ̀pọ̀ yanturu pẹ̀lú páàkì Mr Chef's Small. Mr Chef adùn oúnjẹ ilé adùn ìtọ́wò àṣà.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still on to Break It Down Papers Review here on your Laughter Diet 32 FM 94.9. And of course, Austin Iduma is still here doing the analysis proper for us. Austin, before we open the phone lines, you want to conclude your thought here on the electricity?
Yeah, I was talking about electricity tariff. A lot of people, some section of the consumer and officials of the power holding company, they don't want estimated bill to end. but the ongoing distribution of free meter, government should pursue it to a logical conclusion. Whatever it will take, electricity should be readily available. That is number one. Number two, it must also be relatively affordable for our people. It's a catalyst to industrial development. There's no two way around it. Make electricity available, people will employ themselves. They don't need government employment. That's the truth. So government must really work on how to expand the capacity of our provision of energy within the country.
Or else, the Emefiele trial, witness says $6.2 trillion withdrawn from CBN with forged documents. You know, Austin, some individuals will see the picture of Emefiele and say, oh, he's really emaciated, this has really gotten him, and all of that. But then, if we don't want to also play on emotions, we can't say that an Emefiele acted alone. So some people would say, where are the others, especially those in government then? Because Emefiele had a boss, and how could he have forged documents nobody knew about, even within that government, that he withdrew as much as $6.2 million here? Also, would we say this is politically motivated or in the interest of retrieving some of the stolen funds for the economy?
Yeah, we need to retrieve some of these stolen funds for the economy. Most of the time, we come up with this narrative, politically motivated. When people commit crime, we look at the other way. If the law wants to catch up with them, we begin to trace the political party that they belong. We begin to trace the tribe that they belong. I've never seen any of these people that are put on trial that has ever come out to say that, oh, I didn't steal money, I didn't commit any infraction. The narrative that we hear is that, oh, I am not the only one. There's another person too in that other side that has stolen money and they don't catch up with him. See, at the end of the day, gradually, the long arm of the law will catch up with those who have destroyed our economy by stealing resources that their fourth generation cannot even expend. This is not the first time we are talking about this $6 million. This was allegedly the money that was voted for EU observers. This was the money that was allegedly voted for EU observer. Reports shows that the signature of President Muhammadu Buhari was forged to be able to get this money withdrawn from the CBN. This was actually the incident that happened. The case is coming up again. That is why a witness is saying that. And when this story first of all came out, and we said, how could that have happened? EU observer even make money available for election monitoring. GBOLABO we go for election mission too. EU funds most of the, even Nigerian media that goes for election. EU has a counterpart funding to ensure that elections are properly monitored for credibility purposes. So for people to now allegedly siphon money in the name of EU observer, I can't really figure it out. A lot of all of these things happen under the last administration, where some people can just go into the vote, takes what belongs to all of us. They will drop the name of Mr. President, and Mr. President, he was never really in charge at that time. Anybody can really do anything. So some of these atrocities were actually committed. We witnessed some of them, but anytime people are put on trial, you know, all kind of sentiment will begin to come up. What I want to see in this case is that let there be diligent prosecution. I don't fancy the idea of EFCC already putting people on trial. In advanced country, they don't need to put you on trial so quickly. They can investigate you for 10 years. But by the time they put you on trial, the arrest are sure that you must go to jail. So, but the anti-graft agency in Nigeria must do things differently. Let's deal with this case the way it should be. We are hearing all of this revelation now. It will not make sense at the end of the day that the case is now thrown out based on lack of diligent prosecution. We have had that one too many as far as the FCC is concerned. We have had a lot of big people, big politicians in our country who have been discharged and acquitted, who have gotten away with monumental fraud, not because they didn't steal those money, but because the diligence, the prosecution was weak. And when this EFCC chairman came on board, he actually prosecuted some people within the EFCC. because some people are conniving with these guys to weaken investigation so that they can get off the hook. Whatever we have to do, we must do it to sanitize the system.
All right, then Bono begins direct payment of local government allocations as Zulum implements financial autonomy. States like Oyo State, should they follow suit? Because there's been a lot of drama as to whether local government should get their funds directly or not. And autonomy has been an issue over the years at the front burner. But Austin, what do you have to say with Zulum taking the step of implementation?
Yeah, let there be state or local government autonomy. Supreme Court has ruled on this matter. Supreme Court has ruled on this matter, and Supreme Court has said that any state that does not have elected local governments, money should not be released to them. And some governors are actually complying, making sure that they conduct election. One of the prerequisites, according to the judgment, is that local government should open account, but states have refused to allow that to happen. States like Oyo State, the Oyo State governor is using every opportunity to kick against that. Some of us will blame the federal government that, we want to restructure, let there be true federalism. Now we are seeing little effort at true federalism, fiscal federalism, and some people are still going against it. It's not even that the federal government want to ensure this is done. There is a law, there is a decision of the Supreme Court, a judgment of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is not just the final court of the land, it's also a court of policy, which suffice to say that whatever pronouncement that comes that come out of the Supreme Court becomes law, becomes a subject of precedent. So our governors must look for a way to implement this law. If there are areas, let their fund goes to them directly. I hear some local government chairman sometimes they say, even if they give us the money, we'll give it to our governor. It doesn't make sense. It is high time we abolish the JAC. JAC is a fraud. It has never really helped anybody. Funds should get directly to the local government because that is the tier of government that is the closest to the people. We have seen some local government that governors, chairman cannot execute contract more than 500,000. So what do you do with that? Some governors will sit on this money. They will not release this money to these guys. So let us obey the Supreme Court judgment by allowing local government autonomy. Some people argue that, what do you call primary school teacher salary and all of that. There's a way we can deal with that. Before JAC, we were paying primary school teachers, right? Somebody created JAC, and JAC has become like a fraud. Why can't we abolish it and allow their money to get? Some governors are simply living large on local government funds. That's the truth. They are simply living large on local government funds. Some are using it well, some are not even using it well. Some local government chairmen are just like appendage of the governor's office. So we commend those that have started implementing it. Let others too follow suit.
All right, you open the phone lines right about now. The numbers are 070-550-949 or 080-97949. You can also call +234 9062 949. Do also remember we are live on Facebook and also on YouTube. In case you want to drop your comment, 32FM 949 Fenye with double E's. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, GBOLABO.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Ade from UI. I say good morning to Augustine. Well, on the last topic, local government not being fully in control of the elected local government. GBOLABO, if you monitor very well, you will discover that all this disobedience to Supreme Court started under this government. Under this government, I always say it, they just feel as if they are the one that will first start democracy since 1999. I don't understand. And you see that the only place that they are disturbing the governor about this issue is Osun State, just because the man refused to join their party. I don't know if you are following what is going on there, and there's nobody to call them to order. I mean, all they are saying, even my state of those state government, my friend who is a house leader, he cannot even afford money to his friend, even to buy food. He himself cannot even afford to buy a wristwatch. In Ondo State, they go and find out. Leader of Akoko Northwest Local Government Council. So and the Supreme Court ruling just because they are APC, they are put to do whatever they like. That's the best of the day, my sister.
All right, thank you so much, Ade from UI there. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, the numbers again are 070-55,949 or 080-97,949 and plus 234-90-62,949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, dear Blanchard.
Good morning.
I'm greeting public affairs and the first thing in Association Corona. 𝐂𝐈𝐒𝐿 is my name. Pertaining to my personal belief, opinion, and my perspective, what I was saying this morning is that they cripple local government in the name of proper spending of local government funds. And yet, the democracy is dying. They told us we have 3 tiers of government, and I believe those who are still learning this, they are going to remove it. They said federal government, state government, and local government. I'm asking, where is the local government now? The way we are running this particular democracy, we are in a nutshell, in a situation whereby local government cannot be dependent. Where is the democracy? Democracy is dying. Democracy is devastated, sinking, because not until we have the implementation of local government under our democracy, we know where we are heading to. I said it earlier. I said primary health education, such as primary education, and the local rural development is under particular local. Even where the state government office is, it belongs to gradually belongs to one local government. And we cripple this, and those who cripple it, they are also even involved in the allegation they give to local government or holders. They said that they lack proper spending. Okay, the state government who are in charge now, are they making proper spending to this? Because the money is nowhere to be spent. Money, sir, money.
All right, thank you so much, 𝐃𝐈𝐒, for that. Austin, I want us to quickly also touch on this one. Reps past 58, that's 58.47 trillion naira 2026 budget says Nigeria hasn't printed single naira on that Tinubu. Now, if you look at the 100 naira note, for instance, it's so bad, in a bad shape, that some of them are really turned. You can't even keep them for long before it gets really bad in your pocket or in your purse. Now, does that give justification for even the breakdown? Because now if you look at the breakdown itself, it says this will be used for debt servicing. That's 15.91 trillion naira is marked for debt servicing. So, and you look at the recurrent expenditure stands at 15.25 trillion naira. Austin, at this good costing for us as a country, having our naira really depreciated, the naira note, the currency itself, and having it at that stage, and because they have to save for a recurrent expenditure or servicing debt here.
Yeah, I think the government still have to do more in the area of debt servicing. This government brought it from I think 96 or 97 to around 60 something, which is good. We can still do more. We don't have to. There was a time we were spending close to 100% of our total revenue for debt servicing. One of the catalysts for that is reduction in borrowing. By the time we continue to borrow, definitely the cost of debt service will continue to also go up. And a point of clarification, Adeleke of Osun State did not refuse to join APC. In short, he was frustrating here and there to join APC. It was the powers that be within APC in Osun State that refused him. In short, we were even embarrassed that how can a governor be begging to join a political party? So let us not bring party affair. Adeleke did not refuse to join APC.
All right.
He was practically rejected from joining the APC.
All right, we have a caller here.
If you don't stop corruption in Nigeria, if you don't go against corruption in Nigeria, there will be no development, because it's one of the major problems we are facing in Nigeria. You can imagine, meter is for every household. It is free, but they decided to be selling it to us at higher price, because they know once all households have it, definitely the estimated bills, the accumulated stuff won't be relevant again. That is why they made it to be at the higher price, to the extent that even if you have the money to pay, for you to get your meter on time is a problem. So Minister of Power just came in on board, don't have questions, what is after is how to increase tax, how to get money, how to make money, not doing it the way it should. That's my submission. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much, Brumi Adefuse. The numbers again are 070-555-949 or 080-97949 plus 234-9062,949.
Hello, good morning, GBOLABO.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Yeah, John Lariwaji speaking from Agu.
Okay.
So, the issue of electricity and the prepaid meter. So I think the people in the government knows what they were doing. The right thing they're supposed to they were done is that they should meter all the houses. And you should give the meter speed to all the houses. It's quite unfortunate that even when this GSM of the thing we are talking about, it's quite unfortunate that some of our neighboring countries, they have been even using it before we started using it. And look at the problem of electricity in Nigeria. Even our neighboring countries, without even going to Europe or America, they do have the problem of electricity the way we are having it. Why our home is always different? I don't really understand. It's like some people, they don't even want this country to progress. That's the problem that we're having. At this century, that we started having the problem of electricity here and there. Tomorrow the grid collapse. Today the grid collapse, and you don't hear anything like that from our neighboring country. Why? What is going on? Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you so much, John Olaruwaju there. On Facebook, we also have a few comments here, and this is from Raji Afiz Abidemi. Good morning to you too. And it says, on the issue of local government autonomy, honestly, that is the best solution to the grassroots problem. Talk of road network insecurity, education, etc. And he's saying, okay, some part of it appears to be missing here. God bless Nigeria. All right, we also have Sulaiman Sher says, if the Supreme Court ruled in favor of local government autonomy, why did the APC-led federal government refuse to pay allocations directly into local government accounts? And that's a question mark. Supreme Court judgment contradicts our 1999 Constitution. The problem is Section 162 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, which support the joint state-local accounts. President Tinubu, as a former governor, knows where to go, remove the clauses and get the job done. Austin, what do you have to say to that? All right, I guess we pick this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is, I'm calling from Ibadan here. You see, it appears Splash FM takes much interest in what is going on at federal level, forgetting what is going on in Oyo State here. I think we should get ourselves concerned with happenings in Oyo State. That is it. We are suffering in Oyo State. For federal, what I'm trying to imply is that nothing is happening in Oyo State. Local governments are not functioning. All these things, it appears Splash FM and some radio stations are so much concerned about Tinubu, forgetting what is going on in Oyo State with Governor Mark, with the Market as our governor. Please let us now the discussion on Oyo State. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much. This is in Splash FM. This is 32 FM 94.9. And of course, it's your laughter dial. And we have to stick to the headlines from the papers. All right, Austin, I wanted you to react to what Sulaiman Sheriff wrote, that there are contradictions with the 1999 Constitution very quickly before we leave the studios this morning.
Yeah, I align myself with that position because the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended did not particularly favor the local government administration. In short, they refer largely to the federal and the state being the subnational. So the issue of, there was a time Obasanjo wanted to scrap the local government. I hope you can still recollect.
Right.
So these were some of these issues. We must allow local government autonomy to thrive. Whatever the situation is, this is the closest government to the people. Let's allow them have access to their money. Some state and cities, somebody asked that why is the federal government not paying directly to them? Where would the federal government pay the money to? The prescription by the Supreme Court CTC is that local government should open account with the CBN. The account should be domiciled with the CBN. And a lot of local governments, they are not willing to do that because the governors do not want it. I just told you of a situation where some local government gather themselves and say that even if the federal government pay the money to them, they will hand it over to their governor. So these are the issue. Like the caller said, we dwell more on things that comes from the federal. Some of these state governors, they are destroying our democracy. Some of these state governors, they are not doing well at all in terms of law and order, in terms of the constitution of our country. So let's allow local government to work. Let them go and open account with the CBN so that the federal government can transfer the money directly to their accounts. That is the way it should be.
All right, we have this one from Facebook. Honorable Akinkumi Camille, the caller says, a delegate that was refused declined by the top APC in Osun, and someone went to rewrite the story. Kudos to the analyst for always saying it the way it is. He has never allowed emotions to override his analysis. I will advise Mr. President, bro, work with legislators to remove that jack from our constitution. Governors are eating fat on local government fund. Our time is fast spent. If you can take one more call before leaving the studios this morning, the numbers are 070-550-949 and 080-97949. Do remember, this is your laughter die here with E, and of course 32FM 94.9 is the dial, and we're still very much live on the live stream. That's 32FM 949 here on Facebook and also on YouTube. Austin, your last shot as we get out of the studios this morning.
Yeah, at the APC caucus meeting, the president addressed the governor, if you can recall. He told them that he was begging them. He said they should allow local government autonomy to stay. At some point, he said, I have the knife, I have the yam. If care is not taken, I will use my power because I'm having the knife and the yam. I hope you can still recollect that statement from Tapet. Because he was trying to say that he could use executive order, that they should not allow it to get to that level. So whatever the case may be, let's allow local government to run. The federal government is not sitting on the neck of the state as much as the state is sitting on the neck of the local government. Let's allow local government to run, and a lot of our problems will be solved. God bless Nigeria. God bless Oyo State. GBOLABO, thank you for doing this with me. See you later.
All right. Thank you so much, Austin, for also being there. And of course, that's the much we can take on the Break It On Papers Review here on your Laughter Die 32FM 94.9. Do join us again tomorrow for another interesting edition. My name is